Hello everyone! Magandang araw! My name is Che and welcome to my channel where I'll post videos about my hobbies. Today I will be showing you how I repot my mini phals into self-watering pots I bought from Shopee. The pots are very cheap, so affordable, napakamura. And at the end of the video, I will show you how are the phals after 1 week. But first, I'd like to show you these two phals. I got them last August 27 and after 2 weeks, I repotted them into this setup. And right now, they are growing well. This is Phalaenopsis Yenlin Akemi. It is now growing new leaf and roots. Very few of its old roots have died off and the rest here are growing and healthy. This one is Fall Charming Fortune Ponkan. It had grown one leaf bigger than its lower leaves and is growing new leaf and roots. Its old roots are also growing. I am loving this setup right now because I don't need to water them regularly and we always go somewhere, so I don't worry that they will dry out when I am not around. Let's take a look at the self-watering pots I bought from Shopee. Each set only cost 35 pesos. Lalagay ko sa description kung saan ko nabili itong mga pots. You'll have two options there, white or random color. I chose random color because it has transparent pots which allows me to see whether the roots are growing. I have here the blue, purple, and pink. You can't choose only one color of this. This is the cheapest one I found in Shopee and it ships from the Philippines, so it arrives faster than if you order from overseas sellers. They only have this small size, so if you want bigger ones, you can buy them from other sellers. It comes with colored plastic pot without a hole, which will hold the water. It has an inner pot which is transparent, and in here you will place your media and orchid, and a cotton string that will wick the water up. Okay, let's measure this. The outer pot, which will serve as a water's reservoir, has a width of 10.5 centimeters. Height is also 10.5. The inner transparent pot is 11 centimeters wide including the lip, but the actual width in where you put your plant is less than 8 centimeters. Height is 6.5 and bottom width is also 6.5. The cotton string is 21 centimeters long. These will be the mini phals that we are going to repot. If you haven't watched my first video in which I showed my orchid collection, please do watch. I'll link it in the description. These are the materials I am going to use in this repotting. You can do this without some of the items here. I will use LECA, which I also got from Shopee, some glass pebbles that I will place in the reservoir to make it stable because the pot is very lightweight. I just want it to have a little weight so that it won't easily tip off. I will also use a pen and plastic tags to write the names of the phals because they don't have ID tags, just labels on their soft transparent pots. Scissor or pruner, alcohol and cotton pads to disinfect the cutting tool, hydrogen peroxide 10 volumes and empty spraying bottle, and of course the phals. By the way, I bought these phals from Miss Silac. She's a nice and responsive seller and she also answers questions and gives tips on how to take care of the orchids, and I found her at PINOY Phalaenopsis Lovers Facebook group. I will also include in the description the link of the FB group so that if you are interested, you can join discussions among the members. I got these phals in great condition. They were very healthy when I received them 3 weeks ago. I will show you the phals and how they should look like from the picture I got from Miss Sai. This one is phal baby. This is the smallest among the three. It has 4 leaves and its roots are growing. The description says it should have colored pink flowers, flower size of 6 centimeters, and plant height of 35 to 40 centimeters. This one is Phal Wonderful Girl. The description says it should have flower size of 4 centimeters with color of deep red, and the plant height should be 20 to 30 centimeters. But I noticed that there is something white growing in this pot. The roots are growing, it has 8 leaves, and this Phal Wonderful Girl has a flower spike. This last one is a Phal Pink Curl. She has nice and dark 9 leaves, very healthy. The description says it should have pink flowers with flower size of 4 centimeters and plant height of 30 to 35 centimeters. The first thing I do when I repot is to water the plants. Totally soak the media so that the roots will become flexible. I'll do this with the rest of the phals. I am now removing the moss from the phals. I'll just show you the Wonderful Girl. The other two have healthy roots and fresh media. I noticed something in this pot which is not in here when I received it. It has white patches. Are they molds? Na-overwater ko ata to. This is what you get when you don't know what you're dealing with, and hindi ako sanay sa moss. That's why I repot my new orchids in my preferred media. And that's also why I like using gloves when removing media. This is the Wonderful Girl after removing the moss. Only few roots died and still healthy. This is how I disinfect my cutting tool. I use alcohol and then I spray the blades and then I rub a cotton and then I'll spray it again and wait for a while until the alcohol evaporates. I will use hydrogen peroxide 10 volumes or 3%, and then I will pour it into an empty spraying bottle. And then I will write down the names of the phals into these plastic labels. We spray the roots thoroughly with the hydrogen peroxide using the spraying bottle. This is how I'll place the cotton string into the transparent pot. I'll just use bamboo skewer and push the cotton string into the hole. I will also poke the tiny holes with a bamboo skewer to help with the drainage, because sometimes they are covered with thin plastic. Then I will continue to insert the string into the holes. Just pull the string below to adjust, and do this with the other pots. And now it's repot time. And here are the newly repotted mini phals in their self-watering pots. Ang cute! Since I use dry LECA, which I have soaked and washed before, I will now water them, and I will use this vitamin B1 I received as a freebie in my order online. This is supposed to stimulate new root growth and reduce transplant shock. You can buy this from online sellers as well as from Shopee and Lazada. As to how much I will use, I'll just add a few drops into my watering can because I don't know the dosage. I haven't asked the seller and I don't understand the label. So if you buy something like this, be sure to ask the correct dosage from the seller. If you happen to know the dosage, will you be so kind and comment it down? Thank you! I purposely poured much water so that the LECA will absorb the water. I'll let it sit for a while before I dump the water out. Sometimes I'll wait a week or more and just water them as I should before leaving water. And then if they have adapted to the new media, I will then enjoy non-watering because of the self-watering pot. Repotting in this setup will require a healthy orchid to be really successful. If you have stressed orchid, it will be best to let it recover first before introducing new media and setup because it will cause more stress to the plant and it could not recover. After this, you should expect that some or most roots will rot and die depending on how healthy your orchid is. So it is very important that you should only do this if your orchid is healthy or growing new roots. I will now show you how are the phals after 1 week. Their roots are growing, however, Wonderful Girl is losing some leaves. And that's it for today. Next time, I will also repot my other phals in different pots and media. So if you are interested, please subscribe. Join me on my journey with this hobby. Please note that this is my personal choice. I am not assuring that this will be the best setup for phal, but I am showing you this because you might learn something from here, or you just love watching repottings like I do. If you like this video, please give it a like, dislike if not, but please tell me why. If there's something you want to ask or suggest, please write them in the comment below. Thank you for watching! See you in my next videos. Maraming salamat! Paalam!